Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm putting this video up because I want to show you guys. Uh, I was I haven't been feeling well and just been a little bit off, and so I had this idea in my head, and I sat down to start doing it, and I could not make it work for me no matter what I did. Um, I'm okay with the way it ended up, but it took a lot of time to get there because I just could not break it all down in my head, decide what to do, and when I did it, it didn't work. So what I'm doing is I have a canvas, and I have some, it's Martha Stewart paper, that I got like a Halloween last year. I also got some in a giveaway, or not a giveaway, I'm sorry, random act of kindness. And so I was sitting here and I've been cranky, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to put a background on it. I want it to be a little bit darker. Colors, not so much bright, because those of you who know me know the darker the better for me, and I try not to put too much dark stuff on my channel because a lot of you don't like it, but I know a lot of you do as well, so I thought I'd compromise in between. So all I did was use my delicious Mod Podge, and I just put some paper down. Now, I started this video as a mixed media for beginners because it's a very basic background. You can use any paper that you have. You can go to your dollar store and get tissue paper. You can magazines, whatever you have, just to make a background. It's not going to matter too much because we're going to paint over it, right? So remember a while ago I drew that picture, and I'm trying to save original stuff in my, how you say, in like, not a portfolio kind of thing, but just for me. But what I did was I scribbled pencil on the back, and I drew it on a piece of printer paper. And sometimes I do that if I don't want to, if my brain's not functioning, the fibro's bad, everything that's, takes your brain capacity away. So sometimes I will just put lead on the back with a pencil, and then I'll just kind of lightly, I'll trace it just so like some of it gets onto the printer paper or mixed media paper, whatever you're using, and then I'll draw it out. So I think that that's a great way to do it if you're not used to drawing and you want to draw, or maybe you find a cool picture in a magazine. Like I've done many of those where I take pictures out of magazines and make them my own. So, always think outside the box. Nothing's ever wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? So now I'm taking a delicious color called, Kelly. It is called, it's one of my favorites lately, Boulder from Folk Art. And I'm just throwing it down there on the background, and I'm squirting it with water, and I'm just laying down some of the color. I didn't even put it over everything. There's a little paint on the paper that I did glue down from who knows why. But now I'm taking a paper towel, and I'm going to kind of blot up some of it, getting a little pattern from the paper towel. Sometimes if you have a little patterny paper towel and you put it down, you get an extra, a little extra texture going on there for free, if you know what I'm saying. Now I'm just deciding, yep, I think I'm going to put her on the side there. And so I'm just wiping a little bit more off. If you want more of the paint off that you did, spray it a little bit with water. Once it's dry, it's permanent. But while it's still wet, tacky, you can definitely pick some more of it up. If you've been with me for a while, y'all know I do this all the time. Because sometimes I want color down and then I change my mind. So you can see I still left that Boulder color, but I just lightened it up just a tad. And now I'm just hitting it with my heat gun. Y'all know if you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. If you don't have a hair dryer, go to the thrift store. They're $1, $2 at the thrift store here. Or just leave it sit for 5 minutes. The acrylic paint dries very, very fast. So now I'm placing her on the canvas, and obviously her hair's, I made it bigger than I wanted. So I'm just cutting it off, and I show you how I, if it's too big or what you want, you just kind of like bend it over whatever you're using, your canvas, and you'll know where to cut it. This was a video that I talked through and gave instruction for, but however, because it just was not working for me, and I like to be upfront and truthful and honest with you sometimes. You guys know I'm an airhead sometimes, and sometimes things just don't work the way you want them, do they? I don't think it came out horrible, but during the whole process of me doing this, when I tell you that I was in tears because I was so miserable, but I was determined not to let it get to me. But I fought through, as you'll see. So I just glued it down with some Mod Podge, and cutting it off, like you can see. You know, I like to walk my walk that walk my walk that I talk my talk. How you say? I don't know what the heck that means, but I tell you guys all the time, just create. You know, there are times when I know, you know what I mean? You just don't want to create, but sometimes you need that to get you out of a funk. And I've been in a funk for a couple days. So I had this idea in my head and it wasn't turning out how I wanted. I couldn't get it down on the paper no matter what I did. So I just had to go with it. And like I said, I wanted to, you know, show you guys that sometimes this happens. Sometimes I'll throw it away and I wouldn't even tell you about it. But this one I thought, you know, I'm going to do it. So now these are doily, paper doilies. And I have tons of them. I get them all the time in my random acts of kindness that people send me. And I love them. I use them for a million different things. What I wanted to do, and it didn't end up in my head how I wanted it, but I folded it in half and I'm cutting. I just want that lace, right? And as you'll see, so I'm just going to cut that lace. Now, next time when I want to use this lace for a technique that I want, I know now what not to do, if that makes sense. But I made this work for me the best I could. So I'm doing the same thing with a big, I call it like a paper doily. And I'm cutting the middle out that's solid. And you keep those because you can use those as masks, or a face for a baby doll, whatever, you know, whatever you want to do. And I cut that in pieces as well. And I'm cutting, I'm cutting the paper doily. But I tell you, it sucks having chronic illnesses. And I know you all know, most of you know, it's hard to get motivated to do anything, but I'm so tired of it controlling, hits you hard one day and you're down for a few days. But what are you going to do, right? You just take it, do what you got to do, and then pull yourself up by your bootstraps, as they say. So I'm just using Mod Podge, regular matte Mod Podge, putting it all around, and I'm just gluing this down. Now, the idea in my head, I wanted this to come through a very dark background, and I wanted that lace texture, and I wanted it to be more prominent than it ends up, as you will see as I continue on. You know, and I'm just gluing them down. But you don't have to use this. You can crumble a piece of paper. Crumble a piece of paper and then cut it if you want texture or whatever. Or use your hole punch. Punch a bunch of holes. Punch a bunch of holes. Punch a bunch of holes. That's hard to say. Yeah, so you can do that. Or you don't even have to do this because, like I said, you'll see, it meant nothing for me to do this. Which made me more aggravated. You know? Which it does. What are you going to do? And like I said, I'm not, what it ended up as, I'm okay. I like it. You know, I like it a lot. I was going to do it as a giveaway. But, we'll see. Let me know down below if you would like it as a giveaway. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gluing it on. And I'm all into the splattering lately. I can't get enough of the splattering. All I want to do is splatter. You'll see that coming up too. And I can't promise you that'll be the last time you see me do it because I love it. I just love the surprise of it and that it's just not being controlled because sometimes I feel like the more I try to control what I'm doing or what have you, you know, it's the less control you have, I guess, as they say. So now I'm just going through some of my stencils and deciding what I want to do. And I'm keeping that one stencil. And I'm just using a spray, you know, a mixed media spray. And I'm using it in black and white. And I love the way this came out. However, you'll see. You'll see. It's one of those things, like I loved it, I should have kept it, and then I put a piece over it just to soak all that up. Look at that. That's extra. But what I did was, when I pushed it down, I smushed it. And when I smushed it, it didn't have that delicious uh, textury, stencily look. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of messed that one up a little bit. But hey, what you gonna do? You know, it happens all the time. So you'll see what I did. And I'm going to tell you, when I finish this, and you'll see, now I'm trying to get it back. I'm trying to get back the black. But, you know, now I'm drawing it because one of the things, and I tell you guys this all the time, always dry in between, because what happens is I go to spray white on top of that and it's wet. What's going to happen? It's going to mix. So I didn't do that, obviously, and I screwed it up. But now I'm going to use a blue, like a cobalt blue spray on top of that. And all I'm doing is putting a piece of paper toweling, paper, whatever you have, to kind of cover the face so it doesn't get all sprayed. But I do spray it a little bit, you know, but I'm going to be doing her hair black, so I don't care. But you can throw a coat of gesso on that and it'll, you know, hide that. So this spray happens to dry permanently, which is good because I don't want it to reactivate. But, you know, it can. It's just as fun. Now, why I'm painting her shirt off the camera practically, your guess is as good as mine. Caught myself. There you go. Caught myself. And like I said, I had big things. Like, I wanted to make this a painting that it was going to be my sample painting of what I wanted to do in a bigger capacity, which I still might do. But, you know, so I used red, I'll tell you the red, Naphthol, Crimson, and now I'm painting her skin gray, and it is the, Boulder color, Boulder as in Boulder, as in like rock, stone, right? So I'm just going to paint everything. Painting the face, you know, just doing everything, going over the face and all, because I'll just draw that on. And, you know, I never know. I could sit here after everything dries and play around. I wanted to put bats and skulls in her hair and all kinds of stuff. And like I said, I can still do that, or I might do another one. I don't know. But this just wasn't working for me the way I want. Not at all. It's heartbreaking when that happens, but, you know. And you can see on the other side it says bite me, because that's what I'm putting on. And after I painted it, which you'll see me putting on, I should have probably left it white. I made it red. I can go back after it's dry and put white on it. Maybe you guys let me know downstairs. Let me know downstairs, please. Let me know down in the comments. Once I put that on, let me know if I should leave it red, which you'll see at the end, or if I should go over and keep it and put it white again, because that's a little confusing for me. I'm not real sure which one I want. I love the red. I wanted it to drip red blood, but then I didn't know if it would still be clear enough. I don't know. So now I'm gonna paint her hair. Paint her hair with just licorice, folk art licorice black paint. I always like to buy the big, how many ounces? Like the 8 ounces of the black and the white, because I use them so often, and I go through them so quickly. So if I have a coupon, and, you know, sometimes they have good coupons, 50% off, and you can get it, you know. Now here's where I'm just dripping. I'm just going to splatter it everywhere. Look at me go. I like it. I can't help it. I'm not even covering her face or neck. How you like me there? So now look what I'm doing. I'm aggravated. You can't hear me cursing in Italian, but I'm aggravated. So I just took that gray and smeared that whole mess. Now I'm putting even more of the gray on, and I wet my brush a little bit. Look at that. So then I was like, all right, I can do that. So I lift some of it off with my paper towel, and I leave that one side. You can see where the stencil still is. I leave that alone. But as I did that on that side right there, it came up so pretty. It looks like faux stone. And so that was a redeeming thing for me. I really liked it. So yeah, so then I just splattered everywhere. Now, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Come on now. When I tell you it took me 6 times to draw this face on her, and let me tell you, I didn't even have to do eyes. I couldn't do it to save my life. Now I'm putting some Mod Podge on the back. These are stickers, these letters, but it's just I'm putting Bite Me on it on the back. But look how nice it looks white, right? And then, like I said, when it's done, you'll see it in red. So let me know. Let me know. But yeah, I was getting so aggravated and frustrated. I don't even know if I put the 6 times that I tried the face. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. It took me about 6 times to be okay with it. It just, my head to my hand control was not working. Not working. I hate that. I hate when it just I can't comprehend. And that's why some people I can't learn from. Other people I can. Some I can't because I just can't comprehend it that way. Doesn't mean I'm stunad. It just means, it's just the way my brain is wired and medication and all that. It does it. So I guess I did leave a part in here where I go for the face, but I ended up taking the chin off, the line off too. I wanted it to be more pointy, but I'm going in and just laying down the lips. And the funny thing is, I can't see because I painted over it the underneath for the face, where like the nose and mouth go, which, what are you going to do? It's not that the biggest deal in the world, but I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I just wanted the, how do you say, the structure of it. So I kind of knew where to put the nose and the mouth because I knew it was further down, but, so now I'm just painting the lips in. I will tell you, one of my new favorite things is, what Dave bought them for me, and he bought them in a million different colors for me, in a pack. And these are Paper Mate Ink Joys 0.7. And let me tell you something. My new favorite thing. I'm going to do a quick video on it just to show you guys. But, oh my gosh. I might even, I don't even know. I might even get a pack and do a giveaway with it because I love these. And I really think you guys would love these. But yeah, so they're permanent. They don't smear. And, but I'll talk about them at a later time. But it is a new obsession. A new obsession for me. Which, it doesn't take much to get me obsessed. And look, pens. Who doesn't like a good pen? You know what I'm saying? So you can see now I'm putting the red on, right? I'm just using Natural Crimson again. And I'm telling you, I don't know whether I like it or I don't with the red, but I'm going to go for it because I was getting mad again. Like I said, I was cursing a little bit more than I should, and I couldn't. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to put it up. And then I thought, well, let me just forward through and mumble through it and talk. Maybe it'll help somebody. Maybe you can see that, like, we all go through this stuff, And then I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna, you'll see the end. I didn't put in, like I said, me doing the face 6 times because it was just frustrating. So I had to wait for the lips to dry again because I took them off. So now you're going to, and look what I made with a Mod Melt, a little thing there, a little tiki guy. But now you're going to see it at the end and what I did. But I love you guys, and I want to thank you guys for watching. Like I said, let me know down below whether you like to bite me in white or red. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And here I am showing you. And leave me a thumbs up if you guys, like watching my videos so I know if these are kind of things that you like start to finish. I didn't put music to it, but you can see I did the mouth there and I got the nose down pat and all that kind of thing. So that's that worked out. But like I said, I don't hate it, but it wasn't exactly what I was going for, But what are you going to do? Nothing I can do. But I love you guys. Please share me around like I'm your loose friend. I'd appreciate it. And let me know if this is something you might want in a giveaway. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.